Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today's topic is aquatic ecosystem and microplastics, threats to biodiversity. I am Dr. Adnan Ahmad Qazi, Assistant Professor, Department of Zoology, Cholistan University of Veterinary Animal Sciences, Bahawalpur. Introduction to aquatic ecosystems. Aquatic ecosystems are environments where water is the primary medium for supporting life. Types: freshwater ecosystems, lakes, rivers, wetlands, and marine. Which one? Oceans, seas, coral reefs. Importance: ecosystems support complex biodiversity and provide essential ecological services. Characteristics of aquatic ecosystem: salinity. Freshwater ecosystem will have less than 1% salt versus marine water equal to 3.5% salt. Depth and area: from shallow rivers to deep ocean floors. Conditions: influenced by temperature, light, nutrients, currents, and tides. Biodiversity in freshwater ecosystem. Diversity: over 10% of the world's species in 1% of Earth's surface. Species examples: microbial life, plants, invertebrates, and vertebrates. Key habitats: rivers, streams, and highly productive wetlands. Marine biodiversity. Extent covers over 70% of Earth's surface. Organisms from microscopic phytoplankton to blue whales. Coral reefs, known as rainforest of the sea, host 25% of marine species. Ecological roles and services of aquatic ecosystems. Climate regulations: major carbon sinks, absorbs carbon dioxide. Human benefits: water supply, agriculture, sanitation. Environmental protection: shoreline protection, flood buffering, water purification. Threats to aquatic biodiversity: pollution, eutrophication from nutrient runoff, chemical contamination. Climate change: rising temperature, ocean acidification, overexploitation, overfishing, habitat destruction. The world is facing an increasing complexity of water pollution and its effects. The causes of water pollution are often interrelated, such as pollution as a result of mining, industrialization, and expansion of residential areas, leading to increased environmental pollution or water quality deterioration due to climate variabilities and change. Although the global community has come together to address current legacy pollutant issues such as persistent organic pollutants through the Stockholm Convention, mercury pollution through the Manhattan Convention, new and emerging issues have to overcome lag period whereby the concern is obvious, but the science has not caught up yet to convince and assist in policy and practical interventions. Emerging threat: microplastics. Microplastics, small pieces of plastics less than 5 millimeter in length that occur in the environment as a consequence of plastic pollution. Microplastics are present in a variety of products, from cosmetics to synthetic clothing to plastic bags and bottles. Many of these products readily enter the environment in waste. Microplastic consists of carbon and hydrogen atoms bound together in polymer chains. Properties of microplastic: physical properties, density, color, shape, size, crystalline. Chemical properties, chemical composition, surface chemistry. Emerging concern: plastic and microplastic pollution. Microplastic pollution, along with related nanoparticle, is one such emerging concern. However, emerging concern in this context also reflects that some of the legacy contaminants might become emerging as new source develops. Plastics and microplastics are a class of pollutants generally labeled as contaminants of emerging concern as opposed to legacy classes such as POPs, polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, solid wastes, and heavy metals, because legacy issues have largely been or are being addressed. Aquatic ecosystems serve as sinks of microplastic particles. Microplastics have been found in aquatic, terrestrial, and atmosphere. It is dispersed throughout water, soil, and air, and is often found in biota. The presence and fate of plastic debris in our ocean is well documented. Ocean act as a sink of plastic as a great volumes of terrestrial plastic make its way into aquatic systems and deposited in the ocean. Billions of tons of plastics are produced annually and applied in a multitude of industrial, household, agriculture, and medical sectors. Atmospheric points and diffuse sources of microplastic in an urban and semi-urban river systems. Atmospheric deposition, plastic waste from agriculture, environmental degradation, plastic litter, agriculture runoff, release from industrial activity in an urban settlement, discharge from wastewater treatment works, landfill, and roads. Microplastic affects as bioaccumulation, potential threat to humans, CNS damage, reproductive abnormality, can act as pseudo-food particles, hinder overall growth of organism, digestive tract blocks, biodiversity loss. Pathways to freshwater environment. These are the pathways to freshwater environments: agriculture environment, transfer from urban environments, littering and leaching of plastic waste, urban drainage, rain, road runoff, wastewater treatment plant effluents. Microplastic as an emerging threat to the freshwater biota, fishes, limiting growth, genotoxic and oxidative damage, reduce biomass, decrease catalase enzyme activity, inflammation. Health implication: toxic effects in cell, toxic effects in human organoid, metabolic disorder, immune response, neurotoxicity, reproductive and developmental toxicity, epidemiological investigation. Pathophysiological effects: exposure routes, inhalation, ingestion, dermal. These are disorders and these are pathophysiological effects. Translocation to distant tissues, disruption of immunity, metabolism, alteration, oxidative stress, cytotoxicity, neurotoxicity, carcinogenicity. Role of communities. Local communities play a crucial role in the conservation of aquatic biodiversity by promoting sustainable fishing practices, reducing pollution, and participating in habitat restoration efforts. Communities can contribute to the long-term health of aquatic ecosystems and the preservation of biodiversity. Main action needed is to reduce the plastic pollution in freshwater ecosystems. Plastic pollutions, inspection, education, laws, international treaties, freshwater protected areas, recycling, technology and infrastructure, environmental restoration, inspection. Society must find ways to reduce existing pollution, including plastics, from natural and semi-natural ecosystems. The problem is complex and will need implementation or intensification of many actions. For example, recycling programs, correct disposal, stringent legislation, regular inspection, ecological restoration. These actions, if taken accordingly, will minimize plastic pollution on freshwater and ocean. Role of individual actions: minimize the use of single-use plastics, avoid products with microbeads, choose natural fibers over synthetic textiles, properly dispose of plastic waste, avoid excessive use of household plastics, support initiatives and policies addressing microplastic pollution, participate in beach and river cleanups. Conclusion. Significance. Aquatic ecosystems crucial for ecological balance and human survival. Call of action. Implementation of effective conservation strategies. Future outlook. Sustaining life by maintaining healthy aquatic ecosystem. Thank you very much.